So in this video, I'm going to show you all how to properly assess yourself for diastasis recti, all right? When it comes to assessing yourself, you're going to be doing three different assessments or things that you're going to be looking for. You're going to be looking for the length of your diastasis recti, starting from your bottom of your rib cage at the sternum area and all the way down to your pelvic bone down here, okay? And that's the length that the linea alba tissue runs. So you're going to be checking the length. Then secondly, you're going to be checking the width, and that's how many fingers that fall in between the two muscle bellies of your rectus abdominis. And then thirdly, you're going to be checking the depth, and that's where you're going to be poking inward to see the tension of the linea alba, which is really almost the most important part because that's where it's going to tell you where the tissue is healed and able to go back to regular exercises that will be safe for your core. All right, so we're going to lay down here. You always want to make sure that you lie down here on your side and then back, and never just sit straight up and straight down. All right, just a little tip there. Here, I'm going to pull up my shirt. All right, you want to have your knees bent. All right, and then you want to make sure that you're using your fingers. So again, we're going to check the length first. All right, so I'm starting here right at the sternum here, and you're just going to push down here and just kind of checking at rest how it feels in the tissue. Do you already feel a gap between the two muscles there? Let's pull down just a bit. You're going to check above the belly button, which tends to be where most people have the diastasis recti, and then also below. Those are the two primary areas, but some people may have a gap all the way up to the sternum, so you want to make sure you check the whole length, okay? All right, so you want to put your hand behind your head here, and you don't want to crunch up, but you want to just gently lift your head, all right? So again, we're going to check for length, then we're going to take our fingers and we're going to check for width, and then we're going to also check for depth, all right? So we're going to lift our head up here. All right, so starting here, all right, and then taking your fingers this way, you're seeing how many fingers fall in between. So for me here, I have one finger falling right above my belly button. It's maybe like 1.5, maybe 2. And 1 to 2 fingers is considered normal, okay? Then checking below my belly button. 2. So you're kind of checking length and width at the same time. All right? And then gonna push down and see if it feels like the tissue's strong and taut, like you can barely sink in, or are you able to sink 1 knuckle width, 2, or even more if you have a really deep diastasis, okay? So you're going to, again, lift straight up, breathe out. All right, so here, about here. As I get closer to my belly button. Here, at the belly button. Here, below my belly button. That's really gotten a lot stronger. Up here. And then you're really feeling, does it feel taut, strong, or does it feel really spongy, like you can sink right down? And then for those who have a larger size diastasis, then you may feel even organs, okay? So you want to make note of that when you're assessing your diastasis, okay? All right, so that's the one way. And then second, you do the same exact thing, but you want to engage your pelvic floor and see if that makes any difference in the depth of your diastasis, okay? So you're going to breathe out like and zip up and feel like it's like you're zipping up and pulling up your pelvic floor and assessing your depth that way. All right, so let's try that. And that makes a difference for me. So